Miko, hit the like button, brother. Double tap that screen, man. How you been? I hope you're doing well, man. Same there, snowing in Finland today. I'd say it snows a lot in Finland. I saw, was it last week, the week before, I was checking out the weather across the world and I saw it was snowing in Finland. Miko, if you wouldn't mind smashing the like button for me. Whoa, car, why are you going so slow? There's not ice out there yet. Everyday working, days off. Yeah, you got that right. I wonder if y'all work like we do over here. Y'all work 5 days a week, got a 40-hour standard work week. 40 hours is standard over here. Like 8 hours a day. Then you get overtime. People usually get 40, 50, 60 hours overtime. But in the truck, you work a whole bunch. I think the most I've ever worked in a week is like 120 hours. And that was I was doing something different than driving trucks then. I'm headed back to Kansas. I'm in Kentucky right now. Hey, thank you, Miko, for hitting the like button, man. I appreciate it. We went to the Christmas parade. Was that Saturday? I think it was Saturday. I think people really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. So I hope they don't mind that, I hope they don't mind the new subscribers we got during the Christmas parade. I hope they don't mind that I drive a truck. I hope they'll still support me and stay subscribers. That's what we're supposed to do, support each other. That was you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for hitting the like button, brother. Hi, Mango. Good morning, Mango, or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Oh yeah, I would say it definitely is warmer here than it is in Alberta. It is currently 30 degrees here coming into Lexington, Kentucky. I don't think this snow will last that long. I checked the weather earlier today. Should be out of here by noon or 1, but I'll be long gone. I'll be in Indiana. Oh, was it, Miko? Hey, thank you, Miko. I appreciate that. I'm trying to, you know, involve you guys in more stuff than just trucking, you know. So I was at that parade and I thought about you. So I was like, hey, they might like to see us parade. So I stood up on that wall. And I'm glad y'all like that. If y'all wouldn't mind, that's if you're regular, if y'all wouldn't mind to hit that like button for me, please. Show your love and support, and I'll show mine for you. We have 18 inches of snow here in Iowa. Really? It's 10 below in Iowa. Wow. Is that the snow you got, I think last week or the week before? Did y'all get more snow after that one? I gotta try to take this hoodie off, man. It's getting hot. Turn the heat off a little bit. Good morning, Landy Mikael. I guess that's how you say that. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too bad. Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen a lot of snow so far this season. So if you live up in New England, I'm sure you're going to get this, and it'll be absolutely worse than it is now up in New England. Oh, you got 2 snowstorms. That's the total. Wow. That's a lot of snow. Y'all usually don't get that much snow, do you? I've done a lot of trucking in Iowa in the wintertime. We used to did. I never saw too much snow out there in Iowa, but the wind has nearly tipped me over out there in Iowa. Had me all over this my side of the interstate. Back when I was doing flatbed, I used to go to Iowa a bunch. I'm trying to remember that town I'd go to. A bunch of them over there. Starts with a C. Small town. Good people though. Windows start to fog up. Alberta, we have like 2 to 4 feet of snow. Wow. How do you tolerate that every winter? I mean, do you get tired of it, or you ever think about moving to the southern part of the United States? Or Mango says he misses snow. Sometimes I miss it. I like to see it. My favorite time to see snow is on Christmas Day. It makes Christmas just that much better if it snows. But you know, where I drive a truck, you know, for a living, wintertime can be good or bad. It depends on how much snow, you know. We get a 1.5 feet of snow anywhere. It's like, oh man, because if I ain't moving this truck, I ain't making no money. And I got a family to support. And I'm the breadwinner, so you know, the wife's a teacher, so she doesn't, you know, make all that much money. Plus she gets paid bi-weekly. But it's a little bit of dough, and it helps, you know, every little bit helps. And she likes being a teacher. She likes kids. But she didn't work. She's not working today, I don't think. Our son woke up with a slight fever, so. What's going on here? I subbed. Hey, thank you, Landy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really do. I wish there was some type of action I could show to prove how grateful I am for you subscribing. I don't know why this truck is going so slow. We're going 45 and a 70. I'm up by the lakes. Bill's up by the lakes. Gotcha. Salt road. No, they're not salting the roads. I've not seen a salt truck yet. Which there's not no ice out there right now, which is good. A little bit of slush, but no ice. So I don't know how those people wiped out back there. Maybe ball tires and hydroplane. Could have been anything. Oh, Mandy's got to go. Okay, Mandy, thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting with me briefly. You have a wonderful day as well. Hope to see you back here soon. Usually I do 2 lives a day, sometimes once. It really depends. But I try to do at least 1 live a day. At least 1. Unless it's the weekend, I usually don't do any lives. Unless I get some free time and I get to play Call of Duty. And sometimes I'll live stream that. Which when I live stream playing the PlayStation 5, it doesn't do too well. I guess because I got a lot of my subscribers are baby boomers. Because I got an old soul, so I relate to older people. Plus I like older music and stuff. I had my neighbors talk to me yesterday about that. Big party at Christmas. You said your sister lives with your children. Yes, Miko, my sister had recently gotten divorced. So she didn't, you know, so she had to leave the state she was in, and so she moved into my house with her 3 children. She's been there about 3 months now, 3 or 4 months. She's just getting her life back in order and trying to get back on her feet on her own. So if anybody is single and likes kids, she is single and she's recently divorced. Hey, I can't even say your name. Suzuki. I know I butchered that name. But hey, good morning. Good afternoon. Depends on where you're at. Is your truck a Peterbilt 379? No, it's a Kenworth W900. 18-speed manual. 606 horsepower. It's stretched out about 8 feet. Pretty good truck. Turn ratio is terrible, but she's been good to me, and I've been good to her. I need a good name for her. I just call her Bessie. I call every vehicle Bessie. I need to give her a good name. Nice Kenworth, they're always good. Yeah, they are good, man. This one lights up like a Christmas tree. I could show you, but I can't right now. You know, August. And it's a 2020, I think, 2020. So she's not that old. She's only 5 years old, 5 years young. But she's been around the block. She's got 803,501 miles on her. about 1,000,000 miles. I put in usually about 3,000 miles on her a week, sometimes about 2,500. I think the most I've ever put on her is about 4,600 miles in a week. Yeah, she's gray. She's got black stripes down the side of her. Got big old stacks, pipes on her. Got some green lights in the big breathers. Got some red lights on the very back of the truck. I'm gonna get some more lights and I'm gonna put them inside the truck. Probably make it green because I like where it's got green lights in the breathers. I like calling it the Green Goblin. You know, I guess from Spider-Man, the Green Goblin. Kind act of offering an apartment to my sister. I appreciate it. Did I offer your sister an apartment? I'm confused. Oh, you talking about my sister? Letting her and her kids move in with myself, my wife, and our kids? Yeah, hopefully it ain't. You know, I'm sure it'll be sometime next year before, you know, she'll be able to get out on her own. If she tries. Yeah, Miko, you need a woman, she's available. You know, just, you know, get you a passport so you can come to America. I know you got kids too, bring them with you. Come to the good old United States. I'll pick you up at the airport in Tennessee. Then you can get married and you'll have dual citizenship. We put up the Christmas tree. I should have took a picture and showed it to y'all. We put up 2 trees in the house actually, because I guess because we had them, and plus, you know, there's 5 kids, so maybe we'll just pile up presents underneath both trees. We got one tall green tree. I think it's 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall, and we got a white tree. It's only like 6 feet tall or something. It might be 8 feet. The green tree might be 8 feet tall. So we let the kids decorate them. I saw them. It didn't look too bad. The green tree, I don't think had any ornaments on it. So I was like, the kids can decorate it however you want. I didn't mind. So I didn't really have time to really inspect them real good because the ladies, the women, and the kids decorated it. So I'm not quite sure how they done it. when I was younger, we always put the Christmas tree up on Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, I think on Thanksgiving Day. I always wanted to meet one of those Charlie Brown trees. I never got one. Especially when I was on my own and I lived in this apartment. And I wanted a tree, and I never did get around to buy me one. Up, didn't it? Weather outside is frightful. I remember years ago, I lived with my sister. It wasn't easy, but I survived. Yeah, I mean, living with somebody can be a challenge. You know, say for an example, Miko, say we knew each other personally and, we liked each other, good friends. Well, you'll know if you can be good friends if you live together. That tells a lot. If you got a woman and you move her in with you, or she moves you in with her, you'll know if you're compatible if you can live together. That says a lot. Just watching the road, Neil. Alright, Neil, I got you. You can hang out, watch the road, listen. I think a lot of people do that. They just tune in and they just listen and watch. Because mainly the chat, you guys know, it's usually all the same people that just chat. It's been chatting since we've been doing this. I had just found out with YouTube, when was this, yesterday? I think it was yesterday or the day before, that they sent me this little video that told me that that day was my year mark of doing YouTube. And I was like, that don't make no sense. I could have swore I've been doing this a little over a year. So I had to take a screenshot of it so I could really look at it. It would be great to visit America. Smoke some good. Smoke some good smoke. I got you. Drink some old whiskey and crash. Yeah, Miko, if you ever come to America, man, you're welcome to come stay at my place while you visit. We can share a few glasses of whiskey. I'm sure we can find you something to smoke. I don't smoke, obviously. I drive a truck. Used to, did. I ain't smoked in a long time. Drink a little drink. Hello from Iowa. Hey, Phil from Iowa. Good morning. I had a good friend of mine some odd years back, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago, moved to Iowa. I don't know where he moved to. But he moved to Iowa somewhere. Having the heat on and run you out of here. And I gotta keep the heat on because the window keeps fogging up. day from about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Be over in Kansas City. Yeah, Bill's from Iowa. That'd be something if he was in the same area, Bill. Be like your next door neighbor. Oh man, my wife's calling, guys. I'm back. That wife, she called. I could really come and help the homeless. I have years of work experience in that field. Really? Yeah, I mean, we could absolutely use your help over here, Miko. We have a lot of homeless folks. Rent has just got out of control over here. Like it's sky high. I just paid my rent Saturday morning. $1,000 in rent. It's crazy for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. But I got 3 little buildings and I got a garage, fenced-in property, so really it should be like $700 a month, not $1,000. 2020 happened, everything went sky high. Where you at, man? Got all that snow out, you know, where you doing? I just got outside of Lexington, Kentucky. Just went through Lexington, about to come into around the state capital, Frankfurt, and so we'll be in Louisville here real soon. And then we'll be in Louisville here soon, and then we'll be in Indiana. But yeah, Miko, you can come over here and alright, Bill, get that phone call. I just got a phone call, I don't know who it was. I forwarded it. I skipped it. Skippity. Yeah, Miko, we could use some people's ideas on the homeless and how to really assist them and help the veterans. I mean, if I was, just single with no kids, and I was, like 21, really, living at home with my parents or something, I would just get my CDL if I was homeless. As long as you had a driver's license, you got to get a driver's license first. And then I'd just make money being homeless, sleeping in the truck, picking up loads. That's what I would do. Bring the heat back home. Supposed to email text. Totally forgot. It's usually busy. My life is constantly busy. I was telling my wife yesterday, it's like, I don't think the majority of people don't live like us. Like, we're constantly busy. Like, it's like when I come home off the road, that it's just like work, except I don't get paid. So that's all I ever do is work. And it's like there's so much stuff to do, it's hard to find quality time with your kids, which I always put a little bit of time in there, try to have a little conversation with them, and play with them. They like to play, that's for sure. Plus, it's fun. You get to be a kid again when you have kids. So if you're outside doing something, like playing in dirt with a Tonka truck, people look at you by yourself like, man, what's wrong with that guy? But if you got a kid, it's excusable. Busy area right here. Let's go. Yeah, I constantly work, man. I'm doing something. Now we got to go get photos. We're getting pictures, Christmas pictures made. We were originally supposed to do it yesterday, so Scott talked to the photographer. We got it pushed off till this Saturday. And I think most men are about the same. We don't like pictures. I don't like pictures. But I do it because she likes to do it, so I participate. And I try to put a smile on. Jeez. Man, I just can't wait to how soon this month is over and coming into the new year. Well, really, you all know, I've told you, New Year's is actually April 1st, when the season changes from everything being dead to everything coming to life. That's the New Year. That's why they call it April Fool's Day. Yeah, that's a long drop down off this bridge, buddy. Anybody got any New Year's resolutions? What is your goal for 2026? Or your goals? Gonna get out of debt, gonna stack some money and go buy a house? one thing, I ain't buying a house anytime soon. Baby boomers got the housing market on lockdown, son. You know, baby boomers in the silent generation own 70% of equity in the housing market. 70%. You know, so they kind of screwed us. Baby boomers in the silent generation screwed us. Screwed millennials. No offense, baby boomers, no offense, but that's exactly what happened. You know, no generation has really had it tougher than millennials. With affordability. Baby boomers trying to sell homes, $2 million for, you know, 4 acres, a 3 or 4 bedroom house. Sorry, what? And they can't sell it because ain't nobody buying it. We're already seeing housing crashes in certain markets and housing corrections. If you're looking to buy a home, guys and gals, just continue to, you're having to work on your credit, continue working on your credit, and stack some cash and wait. Just try to wait if you can. Try not to buy right now. It really depends on what market you're in. Better health would be nice. Yeah, good health is very important. Without good health, like nothing's good. You gotta take care of yourself the best you can, you know. You gotta try. Yeah, if you're looking to buy, you should just really continue to work on your credit and stack some cash, wait for the year 2027. I think that's going to be a good year for all of us. So if if you're a first-time home buyer, all you need is 3% down to buy, but I don't recommend that. You know, and then they got stuff like when they drop the percentage for first-time home buyers, like Rocket Mortgage. I don't know if they changed it, but you could go through Rocket Mortgage and put 1% down and buy a house for a first-time home buyer, which I don't think that's a very smart move. You don't want to buy a house in the peak of, you know, the housing market, you know, where you got to pay top dollar for it. Because then in a year or 2 or 3, you know, you might buy that house for $500,000. And so in like 3 years, that market could crash and you get your home appraised and it's only appraised for $125,000. And you're tied up in it for $500,000. Hi, Muhammad. Is that what that says? Is that a coffee cup? Looks like a beer. Tornado or something. Can't see it. I was with the man on the street for 5 years. Windows like messed up. but to be honest, you see great people on the street. Yeah, you do. You can meet I've met a lot of good people, and I've met I think I've really met more good, genuine, authentic people than I have, like, wicked, sick people. So I guess in a way I've been blessed when it comes to meeting people. I've met some good people. And then you guys, doing YouTube, you guys seem to be genuine, awesome people. We don't have much riffraff in these lives, We just have really good folks. Just come and talk, get to know each other. Kenworth, yeah. Yes, it is a Kenworth W900. It's got the, I think, the 325 or something. The engine, 606 horsepower. It's got the big engine in it. Snow's gonna last. Love the color. Yeah, she's gray, and on the side she's got black shine. Only buy what you need to survive. Bill, I agree with you 100%, brother. You hit the nail on the head with that. That's exactly. Sorry about that. You drive a Peterbilt and a Kenworth. Yeah, I'm more of a Peterbilt guy. Police reported ahead. But yeah, Bill, yeah, absolutely. Just buy what you need to survive. Try not to buy out of emotion. You gotta be able to control your spending methods. I probably should have done that. I don't think that light back there works. Back again, buffering here. Yeah, in this area I lose signal sometimes. Hey, I appreciate you 7 people hitting that like button. I wish I'd get some more people to hit. It'd be nice to hit 100. We ain't never hit 100. I think the most likes I've ever hit is like 82 or something. Yeah, it's back again. That's good. Okay. I hope y'all can hear me pretty good. Yeah, it's just this area right here. Sometimes it'll do that, sometimes it won't. I don't think my mirror heaters are working. I think I got some alcohol I can throw on them. I will return a blessing to your family and your sister and her children. Miko, that's awesome, brother. I appreciate that. I do the same for you, man. I actually, I'm a believer, which y'all, most of you know that. If you're not, that's fine. I still pray for you. I pray for all of you guys, girls, mainly guys, though. Don't have that much women in the life. There's a few of them. Hey, thank you for hitting the like button, making it 8. It's probably showing 9 on your end, but Because as a YouTuber that does truck driving videos, the majority of it, 'cause that's what I do. Like, just don't get many. Your channel's just not as successful as people that put like rubber bands on watermelons until they bust. Yeah, 9 on this end, yeah. Yeah, it's weird how it does that. Because on everyone's end that's watching, it'll show 9. But on my end, it shows 8. So 8 is, I guess, is the actual number of likes. It's weird how it does that. It makes no sense. So if you all see 10 likes, it'll show 9 on my side. So it's always one behind what you all see. So if we hit 100, it'll show 99. I guess it's warming up. It's only raining now. No trucks in the right lane. I know he can read. Drive a truck the majority of his life. I'm coming into Louisville, Kentucky. So you'll see downtown here in about 15 minutes. Something like that. Window from time to time because it gets so hot in here. If I turn the heat off, my windshield fogs up. Trucks use left lane. Limit 55. I better slow down a little bit. Sometimes this truck will take off on you. Pull off a little bit. Sandra, nice tunnel ride. We'll be going through a tunnel up here, a little short tunnel. When we go through the tunnel, you know we're about in downtown Louisville. At least there's no ice on the roads. I don't mind the snow, trucking in the snow when there's ice out there. How do you run off the road? There's no ice out here. See that car in the ditch back there? I don't know how he or she done it. There's no ice. If there is, it's just very, very little. Y'all see two signs signs on both sides of the road. Look at Western Express up there in the right lane. They had a Nashville. I actually drove for Western Express for a little bit. The only reason I did is because I had a friend of mine. He's an older guy. He's a Generation X. He's in his 50s. I believe he's Generation X. Good friend of mine. I talk to him all the time. And he was 1 point away from losing his driver's license. 1 point away. And he needed a job and nobody would hire him. And I said, hey man, I guarantee, just about guarantee, that Western Express will hire him. And sure enough, and I told him, I said, hey, if they hire you, I'll go to Western Express and we'll team drive together. So he was like, okay. So we went to Western Express and they hired him. I said, see, I told you, they'll hire anybody. Western Express will. They're a second chance company. So basically, or if you got a really bad record, Western Express will take it. And I think I only drove for them for maybe 3 or 4 months. Because the reason I quit is a couple of reasons, but the main reason is because my buddy that got his job there, he quit. And I was like, what am I doing here? I came here to team drive with him. So we ended up team driving anyway with a different company doing flatbed. We made good money. We made real good money. With the right company, team driving, you can make some really good money. And with the right company as a solo driver, you can make some really good money. You just gotta find them. And it sure ain't with these mega carriers. Mega carriers got like 3,000 trucks, 12,000 trailers, and your name is not your name. Your name is like, it's a number. So your name will be like 3657975. That's what your name is. But in a way, they kind of have to do it that way, because there's, you know, like Bill, you know, like these companies got like 3,000 trucks, 3,100 drivers, so they have to give you a number because there's probably 50 other Bills that work for them. I don't like those mega carriers, man. They don't care that you have a family and you want to be there with your kids. They don't care that it's a holiday and you want to be home with your family. They don't care. They claim to care, but they don't. You'll realize this when you go work for them. I was talking to a company a few weeks ago. It's a big company, and that girl was telling me, like, you know, they can get rookie drivers, but they cannot get experienced drivers. Keep on trucking, Rick. Yes, sir, keep on trucking. Rick, if you don't mind, brother, why don't you smash that like button for me? It'd be greatly appreciated. And join the family, man. We do a lot of trucking over here. We do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We're an authentic channel. It's genuine. It's Gunner fam. I My name is Gunner. When I ain't trucking, I try to do lives and show y'all what I'm doing, whether I'm fishing, hiking, something. Might be doing a project. Might be planting plants. I do lives doing that. Just a little bit of whatever I might be doing. Could just be sitting outside grilling, drinking some beers, and do a live and talk to people. Cause I'm gonna keep on trucking too. Cause it's not the only thing I wanna do. I just wanna sleep. I don't wanna keep on trucking too. But them boats, boy, got some boats on down. Midway Express. You know, it'd be sweet if all 48 people just hit that like button. We jump up to 50 some likes just like in an instant, almost. That'd make my day. So please like and subscribe and get in the chat. Let's get to know each other. Got questions about trucking, or you've been thinking about getting into it, ask away. I'll give it to you straight up. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh, oh, oh. Or is it just a hit and run? I like to sing this randomly, even though I can't sing. I better not quit my day job, because not all of America's got talent. I'm living proof. So you be trucking, Rick? Driver in here, big time truck driver. There's a bunch of YouTubers that drive trucks. I should have started this on my journey of getting my CDL, but I didn't, because I got my CDL in St. Louis, Missouri. Supposed to truck for a year or two. Been trucking for years. Hopefully that'll change next year. Hopefully that one gig that I used to do for that company up in Indiana will collaborate with me. We'll know come sometime the first of the year. And I hope it falls through, because I get out of trucking, but I'll still be traveling, but nice out, run the snow. Yeah. Run that snow. I think we've probably seen about the end of the snow. Pretty sure this is going to wind up in New England. If you live up in New England, you probably got some snow headed your way. You'll be there probably early tomorrow morning hours, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, or tonight maybe. I don't know how fast it's moving. Well, I was going to pass on the right, but I can't. take his hoodie off. There we go, I got it off. Trucking's mainly just a lot of muscle memory. I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white. Ain't real clear. Is that you there? You said, yeah, I was 11. Times were tough back in 35. Or 45. Whatever. Man. Fuel we got. Oh, we just got just under half a tank. I ain't gonna have to stop till we get to. I might stop in Evansville. Well, chat, what are y'all getting into today? Crackling again, it's getting hot. I'm gonna have to pass this truck to the left lane. I can't tolerate this much longer. Going under the speed limit. Riding in the middle lane. See, not all truck drivers are good drivers. Not all. Well, I should say professional. In a minute. Meds 5,500. 5,600. In a minute. I've been in one of your lives. Oh, have you? Yeah, I don't remember your name, so I'm glad to see you back. Sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes people like, man, they'll be like, I'm sorry I ain't been around. I ain't been in one of your lives in like 8 months. Like, it's all right. I understand. I understand. Life can be busy. I'm glad to see you back, Meds. Okay, now the name's starting to ring a bell. Meds. Well, you been doing all right, Meds? How you been? Is all well? Been rough? Hopefully life has been treating you well, each and every one of you. If it's going rough, remember it's only a bump in the road. Good times end and bad times end. But it's alright. It'll be alright. How your brain thinks. You gotta think positive. any of our lives are absolutely perfect. But that's just the way it is. Now, if you woke up Tuesday morning, because the Powerball's tonight, and you won that $800 million, all those hard times would be over, and you'd be so happy. So, might as well take a chance, go buy a $2 quick pick, and maybe you'll get lucky. In the Powerball, wake up Tuesday morning, like, hey, call into work, I quit. Never did like the ball. That's the dream, man. Mitzi. Yeah, I've been doing crappy, he says, this year, but I hope you all right, man. Yeah, I'm okay. My life is just normal, just about like the majority of everybody. You know, ain't nothing like extravagant, you know. Yeah, we got sound, man. Hello? You need to turn your volume up. Yeah, man, it's like, yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah. My CL. You looking at your CL? Really? Okay, well, do you have any questions, or have you figured it out? I don't know how your life is, but if you got kids or anything, you got a wife, girlfriend? Because it could be right up your alley. And depending on how your age, you know, how old are you, Meds? Because you got a girlfriend or whatever, which way you go. And if you got a girlfriend and you're young, you 20, in your early and late 20s, whatever, it could, you know, it could change your life. You have an old lady and you can convince her, like, hey, honey, let's go get our CDL. Big team drivers. If you do that, you know, you'd have it made. And if you're smart with your money, you could retire in 10 years. That's currently what I'm actually talking to my kids about, and my sister's kids. A little bit, not too much because they're young. A little bit too young to explain a lot of things to them in full detail. Trying to see what you're saying there, man. Road bumpy through here. Felony case that was self-defense. what state are you in, Meds? That sounds wild. Like if it was self-defense, and like they put you on, they charged you. Like, that's crazy. So after that, I'll go back to school. I already talked to a recruiter. Only thing stopping me, or I would have been on the road with you. Oh, okay. I don't know why you can't hear me, man. Hello, Meds, can you hear me? You're in Texas, okay. Okay, so I'm sure there's a lot of, you probably wouldn't even have to travel to go to a school. You could go to a school there in Texas. Because now you have to go to a school. Used to, what you could do, and this changed not that long ago. Used to, you could just go to the DMV and get your Class A CDL permit, and you could acquire your actual Class A CDL doing it that way. So you could go get your permit, and you could like know somebody like me that has a truck, and I could train you to do that, and you could get your CDL on your own. Now you have to go to school. It's all about the money. You know, these big companies push these lobbyists, and they pushed it to make money so everybody'd have to go to school, because people could do it without going to school. And so when there's money they could be making, they're going to have lobbyists pushing to make it to where people have to go to school. Because now they get all that money, so you can't get your CDL on your own now. Because it's all about the Benjamins. Yeah, he must be having a trouble with whatever device he's using. So at the time when I got my CDL, I could have done that, but I didn't know you could do that, or I would have done it. So when I learned that after I went to school and got my CDL, I've told people, this is before I was doing YouTube, I've told people like, hey, go to DMV and do it this way. Because I ended up getting my CDL, I think I paid close to $7,000 for my CDL. So when you go to a school, the first thing they'll do is you'll sign a loan agreement. It's all about the Benjamins. Yeah, I've already talked to 3 CDL schools. One was cool. Of course we're going to stop. Of course we are. One was cool and just told you to come back with my build signed by the judge, and they can start me, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Yeah, there's companies out there where like you know, some hire felons, some will hire you based on your credit score. So if you got like a 580 credit score, some of these truck driving companies will hire you. And I think it's so weird they're going to hire you based on your credit score. Which luckily I I don't have to worry about that. My credit score is 772. Isn't the loan agreement like 1 year? Yeah, well, here's where they get you. Let me fill you in. Here's where they get you, Mets. If you don't complete it, you have to pay the cost of the whole school. Right, yeah, that's where they get you. And I get 680 credit. I got a 680 credit score, so I'd be good to go that route. Yeah, you would, yeah. But that's only like for a few companies, man. Like, I can't even think of one of them that does that. I think UPS did, or still does, or used to. But I don't think I'll ever be driving for UPS because everyone knows I don't like big companies. But anyway, here's where they get you. Let's say, for an example, you're getting here to acquire your CDL. You'll have to sign an agreement for $6,000 for a loan. Okay, so the company will tell you, and they're being straight up honest with you. They'll be like, hey, as long as you stay with us, we'll, assist and pay for your loan. And they will. But how they get you is like you'll sign a 1-year contract with a company. But the thing is, which this ain't no big deal for you, so you'll sign a 1-year contract and they'll pay for the loan. But when your 1 year is over, you'll still have, $2,000 or $3,000 to pay on that loan. And so what they'll try to do is persuade you to sign another year contract. So basically, it's going to take you a year and a half, a rough guesstimate, to pay off that loan. And so they'll try to persuade you to sign another year contract so they'll pay for your loan. Well, once you got a year experience, you can basically go virtually to any company. And so the reason they do it that way is so they can try to get you to sign another year contract so that company will have you for 2 years. But you don't want to do that unless it is a really good company and you really like it. Which big companies take my stilo. So what I've done is I just paid my loan off on my own. I worked for a company, see, this is how bad I don't like big companies. I don't like them at all. That I ended up getting my CDL and I started with U.S. Express, based out of the headquarters out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I was with them for 3 months and I quit. And I paid for my loan out of my pocket. But yeah, I'm not doing that. But I'll tell you another thing you can do is if you get your, let's see what you're saying here. Yeah, it is an agreement, but you can leave at any time. And then you just got to pay for it yourself. That's what I done. Yeah, you just got to tough it out that first year. Which for me, I got lucky. I drove for that company for like 3 months and I quit. And I ended up meeting this Amish guy and he paid me really well. And I only had 3 months experience. And then eventually I went to Western Express, like I said earlier, because my friend was about to lose his license. I only worked for them for 3 months too. And that was the last mega carrier I worked for. I've only worked for 2, US Express and Western Express. And I was only with each company for 3 months. And I was like, I can't do these mega carrier companies, can't do it. And I've never drove for one since. And I just got lucky and I was able to get my experience outside of mega carriers. Which a lot of people can't do that. Yeah, I wouldn't do 2 either. I'd do a year. That way the company would have the majority of the loan paid off for you. And then I'd just pay the rest out of my own pocket. Because they still pay you while you're paying off. Yeah, they'll still pay you, yeah. Though a lot of companies, they also have sign-on bonuses. So they may have a $10,000 sign-on bonus. It's if you're team driving, a company might have a $50,000 sign-on bonus. So basically, if you and I wanted to team drive together, you know, we'd find a like a company that pays $50,000 sign-on bonus, and we'd go there and we'd both get paid $50,000. So what you could do is go to these companies that have a sign-on bonus. If you want to be a solo driver or whatever, work for them for a year. While you're working, you're getting paid whatever you're making every week, and then each month they'll give you part of that bonus. And so once they pay that bonus, that sign-on bonus for the entire year, find another company that has a sign-on bonus, go drive for them for a year, get their sign-on bonus. There's people out there that do this. And then after that, they'll go to a third company, drive for them a year, and get that sign-on bonus. So if you're a team driver, you and I was team driving, and we had a $50,000 sign-on bonus that they pay in a year, on top of your money that you're already making. So we both make 50 grand. So you just do the math. In order for them to pay you $50,000 for a year contract, just do the math of how much money they're going to have to give you each month to equal out to be $50,000 in a year. And then they have safety bonuses and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you're not going to do 2. I wouldn't do 2 either. They still pay you while you're paying off that loan. Yes, they do pay you. Or if you pay for it yourself, then you pay while training and earning. No, as you're training, well, they'll still pay it as you're training. So if you go to a school, Meds, you want to do the schooling as quick as possible. So you want to find a company that you can acquire your Class A CDL operator's license in 3 weeks. And basically, you want to find a school that does 3 weeks where you'll have your CDL. And then, hopefully, that company has a training where after you get your CDL, you'll get with somebody like me. And you'll spend, while I'm training you, you'll spend 3 weeks with me. And then after those 3 weeks, you'll go off on your own. So you want to be on your own as quickly as possible. So basically a total of 6 weeks. 3 weeks to get your CDL, 3 weeks for your training, and then you're on your own. So in the beginning, it's you'll learn patience because you're going to do a lot of waiting. A lot of waiting, unless you just get lucky. But in trucking, the name of the game is experience. You have to get experience. And the more experience you have, the more money you earn. So basically, like when you got your CDL, you got with me for 3 weeks, you'll get paid a flat rate. Let's say $600 a week before taxes are deducted. So you'll make like $480 a week for those 3 weeks. And also, while you're driving, I get paid for what you're doing. So when I drive, I get paid for what I'm doing, and when you drive, I get paid for what you're doing. Okay, yeah, as a local driver, there's no reason why you shouldn't make, especially in Texas, you should make easily $100,000. Easy. So in trucking, if you ain't, as a company driver, if you ain't making at least $100,000, you're with the wrong company. There's some drivers out here making big money, buddy, big money. My biggest paycheck in trucking, meds, was $3,800. That was in that was 5 days of work. I made $3,800 and some dollars and some cents. That was my record earnings in trucking. That's back when freight was paying real good, and I was flatbed. Flatbed always pays a little bit more. And don't ever do any lease purchase. If they're not telling you what the loads pay, don't do it. Like U.S. Express, they have a lease purchase program. It's fairly good, except the fact that they only pay you $1 to $2 a mile. So you may have a load on there that's paying $4,600, and it's let's say it's going 400 miles, and it's paying 4,600 miles, and they're only paying you $1 a mile. And they don't discuss, so like $2 a mile, you have to go a long way, but they don't discuss where that threshold is, where you'll earn $2 a mile. And also, like that load can be paying good, you know, $5,000, and they're only paying you $2 a mile. So they're making bank, man. They rob people, and these drivers, these rookies, don't have a clue. You ain't gonna pay me $1, $2 a mile when freight's paying, when that load might be paying me $5 a mile, $6 a mile. And you only pay $1 a mile. Robbing people, buddy. Hey, toll, baby. geez, I need that money, man. Says, yeah, get in trucking, man. When you get in trucking, man, get you some money, build up, and then try to get your record expunged, hire you a lawyer. You might have to pay 10,000 G's, but you'll have that felony off your record. And if you found a woman, man, or whatever, which way you go, you know, for a partner, you know, convince them to get their CDL, and you could team drive together and make even more money. So, like, if you had a wife or whatever, a girlfriend, and you convinced them to get their CDL, and you both get your CDL, and you can live in the truck together, you can retire easily in 10 years. Because between the both of you, let's say minimum, you're making, you know, $125,000, and she's making $125,000. You're both making together $250,000 a year. As long as you're with the right company. I can't stay, I gotta go. Talk to you later. Alright, thanks for dropping in, saying hey, appreciate it. I lost my other account, so now this is my main. Okay, I got your toe, baby. My mirror, heat mirrors ain't working. If it gets no deal, I don't understand. I don't know what you're saying there. Texas must have something different. I've never heard that term, building. There has no building. It'll never go on my record. Okay, it'll never go on your record. So hopefully it never will go on your record. That'd be great. That'd help you out tremendously. Because it's not a conviction, right? You've not been convicted. Okay, well that's good, man. If that's the case, you'll be in good shape, man. You'll be in a good position. That's all you need to get started in 2026. All right. Yeah, you're on the right path, brother. You're on the right path. As long as you can, you know, pass the physical and all that, you're good to go. And if you smoke weed or anything like that, you know, like you shouldn't be using and driving trucks, but let's say you do, for just an example, let's say you do, let's say occasionally you're at a party and you end up smoking or something. Whatever you do, under no circumstances ever fail a DOT drug screen. Never. Then you got to go through the SAP program, and a bunch of companies won't even talk to you. Samuel White, that's right. You make good money, which really, I mean, good money is based on, each definition is based on each individual. You know, it's whatever you consider good money. Let's say you think $1,000 a week is good money. You know, I may not think the same thing. Someone may think $700 a week is good money, and then somebody else might like, oh, 1,000 is good money. So, you know, it depends on each individual. But yeah, you make good money, okay money. In some cases, you make stupid money, what I call stupid money. Please be careful in the good state of Virginia. Sam, I was in Virginia last Thursday, I'm not in Virginia. I'm in, I just recently crossed into Indiana on Interstate 64. I'm about to come into Leavenworth, Indiana. You already quit the weed? Alright, meds, you can always email me, because on YouTube you can't discuss a lot of things. I think my email is in on my channel, somewhere in the description somewhere. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. So you can email me and we can share emails, or we can make it quick and you can email your phone number to me and I can call you. Oh, you're good, man. You're good, bro. I'm just trying to share some knowledge with you, fill you in. You know, because these companies, it's a cutthroat business. That's a fact. It is very cutthroat. Trucking, it's the most cutthroat industry I've ever been associated with. That's right, Lenny, don't tailgate. It's illegal to tailgate, even in cars. You can't tailgate, you can get a ticket for it. Now it's a Kenworth W900, 18 speed. Man's gonna get off here. Alright, you be safe too, man. It's good talking to you, brother. Man said, okay, I'll look forward to it, Mads. I'll check my email when I get time to stop. Super $10. It's 18, Super 18. I can split all gears. All 18 gears. I'm in 18th right now. Road looks good enough for cruise control. It's cruise now. Cruise is 68. We'll be alright. Where are you driving? Driving a Kenworth 20, Kenworth W900, 18 speed, 606 horsepower. Big old nose hood there. There's that big little bit of that dirt off there. It's not too bad, Lenny. I'll show you, try to show you if I stop or something. You see me shift through all of them. Stopping somewhere. Could just stop on the shoulder real quick and pull out and show you. Am I loaded heavy? Let me see. Let me check, see how heavy I am. No, I'm not that heavy. It's got a little over 2 tons. Approximately 4,886 pounds, 0.61. Hauling a load of medical supply. Medical loads pay pretty good. When it snows and stuff, that's when I wish I was heavy. That's when I wish I had like 42,000 pounds right here. Yeah, we're real light. Just 2 ton. About almost 2.5 ton. No, I don't weigh it. The only time I weigh a load is when, well, after you drive so long, you know, so many years, you start to learn. You can guess how much weight you got back there. And you're right on the money a lot of times. And you can, just by feeling it, just feeling how the truck is, you know, with all that weight back there, you can guess when you're overweight. Like anytime I'm overweight, or I think I'm overweight, 9 times out of 10, that's when I'll go weigh it, and I'll be like, I know I'm overweight, and I'll go weigh it, and I will be overweight. Just by feeling it, I know what I weigh. Now, if somebody just brand new getting into it, they wouldn't be able to do that. But after so long, they'll figure it out. You just get on that trailer and you'll know by the feel. You're like, yeah, I probably weigh about 82,000. And you'll go weigh and you'll be like 81,600. Overweight, a lot of times how they do that is they'll charge whatever you'll pay to be overweight, they'll charge such amount of money for each pound you're overweight. You know, like $5 a pound or something. I mean, some of these states take it very seriously. But, you know, it's just free money to the state, is all it is. You know, because that's the state economy, is freight. So a lot of times they don't like it when you take merchandise out of their state, because then that's when a scale will get you, and they'll know that you picked up there. And then that's when they'll get you, and they'll get a slice of the pie. They can put some of that money of that load back into their state economy. Don't ever get caught being overweight. I got caught once being overweight. But I was actually going back to the place because I knew I was overweight and I scaled it, and I was. And I took it back so they could make the weight right. Well, a state trooper got me, and he was checking my load because I had straps on it, and he was checking it. I told him, I was like, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I said, I'm overweight, and I'm taking it back to where I got it so they can make the weight right. And he just said thanks for being honest. Now I got a 53 footer back there. And I got salt all over the windshield. I guess they did play salt. I'd never seen a salt truck. I've been getting swallowed up by salt every week now for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, per axle. That's right. Yeah, I don't never weigh. I don't never weigh it unless like I got it and I feel it and I'm like, yeah, this is pushing the limit. So then what you got to do is you either take it back so they can make the weight right, or you burn off some fuel, or you just do what I do and you just hit road and you take the scenic route. Yes, sometimes, very occasionally, I'll take the scenic route. I'll jump off the big road, get on the little roads. Scale House now. Line.Cave Road. Unbutton your pants just a bit. Pull them down, take them off just a little bit. Yeah, I wish I had a little trailer on here, 45 footer. No sense of pulling a 53 footer with 2.5 tons. Liquid salt gets in everything. So yeah, it's all liquid salt. liquid salt. I see sitting here. This is it. Right there is where you see it, right on that thing right there. Likes, I appreciate that, y'all. Wish we could get 100 likes. That ain't never gonna happen, I don't think. Yeah, my little cap was, the wind was getting under my cap on my feather right there. I noticed it, so I reached out there and took it off. See, because it's supposed to look like that one. So I took it off, and there it is. It was raining this morning, so I went to turn my windshield wipers on after I done my inspection, and my windshield wipers wasn't working. So I went and checked the fuse box, and I found the fuse for the windshield wipers, and there wasn't a fuse in there. So I put a 25 amp in it. Wasn't even a fuse in it. Look. That's cray-cray. You can hear me now? What was going on, man? Hello? I heard over in the, I don't know if it was the UK or just certain countries in Europe, but I heard that when people wash dishes over there, they wash them and don't rinse them. Is that true? That's a load of crap. Okay. Do you know of any countries over there that do that? They just wash them and don't rinse them? That's what I heard. I wasn't sure how true it was or if it was false, but it sounded false to me. I was like, who washes dishes and don't rinse them? But what happened at Heathrow? about it. All that snow in Kentucky, there ain't nothing here in Indiana. Everyone washes dishes, but everyone does things different. Okay, how do you wash dishes? You just like, you know, you make you some water and some soap, put some dishes in it, wash them, and then you put them over on the other side and rinse them off. That's how I do it. I actually washed dishes yesterday and the day before. And I think the day before, yeah, and the day before that. It's my sister washed my wrist Friday. I don't think cleaning is a gender role. I think it's everybody's part to do, you know, something. Which I do the majority of sweeping and mopping. That's like one of the first things I do when I get home, is I sweep and mop. Somebody unlocked the live. It was 17, now it's 16. Why would you do me that way? That's sad. Aw. Broke them apart. I had 17 locks and somebody unlocked it. Oh, they like it back. Yay, thank you. Thank you. Very grateful for your life. It means the world to me. You got a friend in me. Non-heiress friends? What? Friends? What? There was blokes stealing luggage. Oh, so you had some blokes in Heathrow stealing luggage? When people challenged them, they sprayed pepper spray at random people. Okay, so you mean like your British blokes were stealing luggage and they were spraying random people with pepper spray? I mean, were they British or were they foreigners? I don't think y'all call foreigners blokes, do you? Or you call everybody blokes? I think you and Australians, the Aussies, are the only ones that use the term blokes. Hey, Michael, 92105. You must have that 92105 side piece, huh? It wasn't terror-related at Heathrow. Blokes stealing luggage. Oh, okay, so it was British blokes stealing luggage. Like, what were they doing? So I assume they didn't get away with it. I mean, like, how are you going to try and steal luggage at an airport? Like, come on. And think you're going to get away with it. Especially at Heathrow. I mean, that's a busy airport. And it's big. You used to work there, didn't you? I think you did. Not too long ago. Please say it, non-Muslim citizens, but you can bet it was. Right, yeah, probably. Like, there was a foreigner recently over here. Where was this at? It was a Somalian. And he had raped a woman to death. I can't think of what state that was in. Oh, it was in Tennessee, in Nashville. a foreign Somalian raped a woman to death on a church sidewalk in Nashville, Tennessee. Hey Tex, did you ever send that with your phone number? Yeah, if it was Muslims, Manilow over there doing that, I'm sure they released them, dropped all the charges and everything. Because, you know, I see a lot, you know, not a lot, but occasionally I see stuff that's going on in the UK, and it's wild to me that our fellow British friends are letting these things happen. It's wild. But I mean, I can't say much because over here in America, we're doing the same thing. We let this stuff happen and we do nothing about it. Like that woman that got raped to death in Nashville, Tennessee by a foreign Somalian. And like, I don't even know what they're doing about that. I mean, why are they letting these people into our countries? Like, not everybody is good people. You know, not every culture, you know, can combine together. You know, American culture and Somalian culture doesn't work together. You know, 40% of people in Somalia are incest. Multi-generational incest. Almost half of the population is incest in Somalia. And then you got Minnesota up there committing fraud from Minnesotans, taxpayers. And they're supporting terrorist organizations in Somalia, Al-Shabaab, the taxpayer. But that was just another case, which I'm assuming is just going to be another case of rules for thee, but not for me. They were targeting high-profile flights. Oh gosh, okay. Where the money is, right? Yeah, you're traveling international, like Gulf Air and Emirates flights, right? Yeah, that's money right there. And stealing designer stuff, huh? Yeah, like Gucci and Ralph Lauren and Crazy Bunny. Say again. Something about that email text. If you ever emailed me your phone number, I'm afraid our government has let it happen and are just Yeah, if you were to do the same thing, they'd probably lock you up forever, wouldn't they? Do you have a left-leaning ruling government right now? I don't know who the Prime Minister of Britain is. I believe it's not that Boric guy. I think it's somebody else. I don't remember. You never looked at your cousin and say to yourself, man, just one night. No, I have not, Tex. That's illegal. I'll email you my number. Yeah, I can do that. I think I got your email, don't I? Yeah, I took a screenshot of it. Yeah, I have it. Y'all have to do that if I don't forget, Tex. I'm busy, but I'll try to do that today. Yeah, see, Mello, that's how revolutions begin. It's stuff like that, what you just said. I don't know why they're like that. I think they want chaos. So that way, if there's chaos or like a revolution, that way they can change the rules. So it's all fine and dandy until stuff like that happens to them. Wild politics, man. It's bizarre. Like nobody can answer these questions. But yeah, I mean, my weekend was pretty good. I mean, you was probably in bed. Yeah, you was probably in bed sleeping when we was at the Christmas parade. Or were you there? I don't think I saw you in the live. So we went to a Christmas parade, and it was nice because the chat people were talking. It was pretty nice. Got to meet some new people. That's what we did Saturday evening. Yesterday we just done a lot of, we rearranged most of the house, switch things up, put up some Christmas trees. We put 2 Christmas trees up and let the kids decorate one of them. So we got a big 7 feet or 8 feet tall green Christmas tree, artificial trees, and we got a white one that's like 5 or 6 feet tall. I bought that white tree a long time ago. I always wanted a white Christmas tree, and I bought one like 7 years ago. So that tree's been around for a little while. So got that done and took care of the chickens, talked to the neighbor a little bit. That's really about all I did. How many sweets did you get this year? How many sweets did I get this year? What do you mean? Y'all know me, I don't eat much sweets. I never have liked sweets. I do like a Reese's peanut butter cup from time to time. Oh, you saw the Christmas Day parade with the kids? Looked fun. Yeah, it was just really cold. It was cold. My hands were freezing, so I had to switch my hands with the phone recording. Yeah, I'm glad y'all liked that. It wasn't much, but you know. Remember at the end, Santa Claus looked like he had lost some weight. I said, it looked like Santa Claus has been on a diet. He's lost about 170 pounds. Oh, how much candy did I get? Yeah, I don't know how much candy they got. I think they just got a couple of pockets full. You know, kid-sized pockets. I actually never seen any candy. They probably ate it all. I had Jace Jace give me some peanut butter cups. He said he had some, but he must have ate them all because I never seen one of them. It was my dad's birthday, okay, this weekend. So, plenty of barbecue and plenty good friends. Oh, that's always nice, ain't it, Tex? I like having a good barbecue and some drinks, good people around, good company. By the fire. Yeah, that's nice. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Just have people over, have a barbecue, have some drinks, have a little fire, just hang out. Oh yeah, I tried to grill this past weekend. I think it was it Saturday night after the parade, or was it Friday? I don't remember, but anyway, I tried to grill. I had somebody bring a grill to the house the prior weekend, and they put it in my garage, and I was going to use it, so I drug it out of the garage, and I put some charcoal in it, and I didn't have any fluid to start it. So I had some of that instant match light Kingsford charcoal, and I had some other charcoal, so I was going to use it since it would light instantly. But I guess it has an expiration date because I could not get that match light to light. So ultimately I didn't get grilled, so I had to cook in the house, so I didn't cook. Where did I go? Where did you go? Where did you go, Wither? That's enough. Another trip to see the deer. Be right back. Yeah, you gotta take care of those teeth. You gotta take care of them, man. I had a good friend of mine pass away 2 weeks ago because he had an abscess tooth and it busted, and it got him. He was 40 years old. So I went to his funeral and talked to his brother, and I was there maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes. You're home? Awesome. I was home earlier today. Now I'm on the road. Where's home at? What state or country? Said hi. Hey, Janet. Hi to you. Good morning or good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. I'm from Bulgaria. Okay, I get a lot of Bulgarians in the lives. I've never been there. I'm from the United States. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. Nice song, yeah. Thank you. say, yeah, I can't say that name of the city. Yeah, I ain't gonna try. Probably cold in Bulgaria. Cold over here in the U.S., at least it is in Indiana. It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Celsius. Yeah, America's different. We got to do things the opposite on a different metric than what the rest of the world uses. Reinvented the word hot. Yeah, that's a fact. It gets hot in Texas. I've spent a lot of time in Texas. A lot. I like Texas. It's definitely one of my favorite states. I haven't been to Texas in a little while. 2 or 3 months, I'd say. Maybe 4 months. Oh, you gotta go, Tex. All right, buddy. Thanks for dropping in, man. Appreciate it. Hit that like button on your way out. Boys, I have to go take my girlfriend from work. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate it, with her. Thanks for being here, dropping in, saying hey. Thanks for smashing that like button. I appreciate it. 193 miles to St. Louis, Missouri. Y'all have a safe day now. And be good or be good at it. Gotta fight for your right to party. Spencer County, it was named my friend that passed away a couple weeks ago. His name is Spencer. I was saying goodbye to the guy from Bulgaria. Oh, okay, gotcha, okay. This live started off pretty good. We had like 50 people in here a little bit earlier. I guess everybody's like got bored or something. Like if people would jump in and they chat, you know, talk to people in chat, talk to me, might be entertaining. The more people that in it, you know, chatting, you know, it's more interesting because you have things to talk about. Here's where the state police like to hang out. See this curve? I think I'm right up there. Nice. Yeah, this is good. Huh. Don't forget to buy them Powerball tickets tonight. Tonight's the drawing every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Nobody won, but there was a guy in Texas that hit $1 million. He hit all 5 numbers. There was one in Florida, hit all 5 numbers, won $1 million. So they woke up Sunday morning probably pretty damn happy. So I might have to buy me a ticket somewhere today. I got $2 in my pocket. It's burning a hole in my pocket. I just had to buy me one ticket. I ain't gonna pick the numbers. I'll get a $2 quick pick. Play that lottery. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'd be alright winning $1 million. First thing I do is take 250,000, put it in the compound interest account, an annual percentage rate yield, and live off the interest. If we could ever get enough subscribers and people, man, and likes, I would actually turn this YouTube channel into a legitimate business. If you could even do that. Sell some merch. Yeah, probably sell some merch and be a business. Be a business owner. Right now we're 67. Oh, nice. Too bad, Texas. I have thought about moving to Texas over the years. Where do you live at, Texas? I don't remember. I think you live somewhere around Houston, but not in Houston, but outside of the city somewhere, don't you? whisper sweet love words in your ear. Lay you down, tell you all the things a woman loves to hear. We get one more like before we end this live, please. One more. It's free. All you gotta do is just double tap it real quick. I'd really appreciate it. You probably already liked it already. I'm gonna have to charge my tail leaf. One more likey like, please, pretty please. Cherry on top. Or strawberry. One more like. One more likey like. We greatly appreciate it. How I'd love to lay you down and softly whisper sweet love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell the woman all the pretty things she loves to hear. Darling, I'd just love to lay you down. How glad I am having you around. Darling, how I'd love to lay you down. Yay! Well, we're going to have to end this live and do one in a little bit.